After the events of the last film, Pandora is slowly healing from the scars of battle. Jake Sully and Neytiri try to rebuild their lives with their children, cherishing the rare moments of peace. Yet, whispers of new threats reach them as the Sky People prepare another mission, this time far more ruthless and cunning. Jake feels the weight of leadership heavier than ever, unsure if his people can survive another storm. The Gnostics clans begin to gather, sharing stories of survival and sacrifice from their previous fights. Some clans are tired of war and long for peace, while others demand stronger defenses. Neytiri struggles with her grief and anger, torn between the duty to fight and the desire to protect her family from more suffering. The children notice her distance and worry about what the future holds. Kiri, still connected to Eywa in a way that no one fully understands, starts experiencing stronger visions. These visions show flashes of fire, blood, and strangers walking the forests of Pandora. She hides most of them, fearing they might come true, but a few trusted elders encourage her to listen to what Eywa is telling her. Her role begins to feel bigger than she can carry. Meanwhile, the human colony on Pandora grows more desperate. The Earth is dying faster than expected, and corporations see Pandora as the last chance for survival. Military leaders plan to infiltrate the planet not just for resources but also to settle permanently. They create new avatars with advanced technology, blurring the line between human and Gnostics even further. Jake learns of these plans through allies and feels the shadow of war looming again. He wishes to keep his family away from the battlefield, but his people look to him as a leader. Neytiri accuses him of running from responsibility, while he argues that their children deserve a future without bloodshed. The tension between them grows quietly, threatening to fracture their bond. The younger generation begins to step forward in ways their parents never expected. Neytiri's loss still haunts the family, but his siblings try to honor him by being braver. Loak feels the pull to prove himself as a warrior, while Tuk struggles with the fear of losing everyone she loves. Kiri, however, senses that her destiny may decide the fate of Pandora itself. The humans strike earlier than anticipated, sending infiltration units to spread division among the Gnostics. Some clans are tempted with promises of technology and survival if they side with the Sky People. The seeds of mistrust are planted, and Jake realizes that unity is breaking apart. He begins traveling clan to clan, desperate to hold everyone together. During these journeys, Kiri's visions grow stronger, guiding her toward ancient sites connected to Eywa. She discovers a hidden tree of memory that reveals the past struggles of Pandora, including wars fought long before the humans arrived. The knowledge frightens her but also gives her hope that Eywa has a plan. She feels a spiritual responsibility to share this with her people. Loak, in his restlessness, finds himself bonding with a new sea creature unlike anything seen before. The bond changes him, giving him strength and confidence, but also putting him in danger from the ocean's predators. His reckless choices cause arguments with his father, who still sees him as impulsive and unready. Loak, however, feels his time has come to lead. The humans unleash devastating new machines designed to poison Pandora's lands slowly. Forests begin to wilt, waters darken, and animals fall ill. Panic spreads across the clans as they realize this battle is not just about bullets but survival of the ecosystem itself. The Gnostics turn to Jake, but he knows this war requires more than weapons. It requires wisdom and sacrifice. Neytiri, witnessing her world being poisoned, rediscovers her fire. She rallies the warriors, reminding them that the forest is not just their home but their spirit. Her passion reignites trust in some clans, though others still hesitate. The divisions make every step harder, and Jake struggles to balance his role as a father with that of a leader. Kiri begins to share her visions, revealing that the humans' machines are vulnerable if they are attacked at specific moments. Eywa's guidance seems mysterious, but Jake starts to believe in her insight. Some warriors doubt the wisdom of trusting a child, but Neytiri defends her fiercely. For the first time, Kiri feels truly recognized as more than just different. A surprise betrayal from one of the clans shakes the Gnostics' alliance. The humans gain access to sacred grounds and destroy another ancient tree, sending shockwaves of despair. Jake blames himself for not protecting his people, while Neytiri grieves yet another loss of history. Their children watch as the burden of leadership pushes their parents closer to breaking. Loeke refuses to let despair win and leads a daring raid with his friends. Though reckless, his actions save an entire village from being burned down. Jake, though angry at his disobedience, sees a glimpse of the warrior his son is becoming. The father-son bond begins to heal, but danger is always around the corner. The battle escalates as humans deploy new bioengineered avatars that can mimic Gnostic's culture to sow chaos. These imposters infiltrate villages, spreading confusion and mistrust. The Gnostics are forced to question even their own kin, tearing at the fabric of their unity. Kiri senses the imposters through Eywa's whispers, proving her gift is vital. As Pandora's environment collapses under human attack, Eywa begins to manifest in ways no one expected. Storms, earthquakes, and animal migrations strike with unnatural timing, as if the planet itself is fighting back. Kiri becomes the bridge between Eywa and her people, guiding them through the chaos. The humans see this as superstition, but the Gnostics know it is their greatest weapon. The final confrontation draws near as the humans prepare to establish permanent cities on Pandora. Jake and Neytiri rally the clans for one last stand, knowing it may cost them everything. The younger generation takes their place beside their parents, no longer children but warriors of Pandora. Their unity, though fragile, shines brighter than ever. In the heat of the final battle, Neytiri faces the human general responsible for the destruction of her forests. Her rage nearly consumes her, but Kiri's voice calms her, reminding her that Eywa chooses balance over revenge. Neytiri spares her enemy, breaking the cycle of endless bloodshed. Though the war itself is far from over, the Gnostics manage to cripple the human machines, forcing a retreat. However, Pandora is left scarred, its lands poisoned and its people weary. The victory feels hollow, but Jake reminds them that survival itself is a triumph. The children look toward the horizon, knowing their generation will carry the struggle forward. In the aftermath, Kiri stands beneath the glowing trees, hearing Eywa's voice more clearly than ever before. She realizes her destiny is not only to protect Pandora, but also to guide her people into a new era. Jake and Neytiri finally see that the future belongs to their children. The story closes with a quiet moment of hope, even as darker storms gather beyond the stars. But peace remains fragile, as whispers spread of new human fleets preparing in orbit. Though defeated, the humans are far from finished, and their desperation to claim Pandora grows stronger. The Gnostics understand that the war is not over but only paused, and that vigilance is now their greatest weapon. The children prepare for a future where every choice will shape their people's survival. Loeke, carrying the memory of his brother and the bond with his new sea companion, begins to rise as a leader among the youth. He dreams not only of defending Pandora but also of uniting all clans into one voice. His boldness inspires others, though it also places him at odds with cautious elders. Still, his heart beats with the fire of change. Kiri, now more connected to Eywa than ever, feels both blessed and burdened by her role. She starts teaching others how to listen to the whispers of the world, guiding them to see the bond between life and spirit. Some fear her, others worship her, but she remains grounded, remembering her mother's lessons about humility and love. Her journey has only just begun. As the film closes, Jake and Neytiri watch their children stand beneath Pandora's glowing skies, ready to face what comes next. The parents, once warriors leading the charge, now see themselves as guardians of the future rather than its owners. Though battles still lie ahead, they finally believe that their children will be strong enough to carry the weight of Pandora. The final shot fades into the stars, hinting at a larger war waiting beyond.